welcome to JasonChats.com. Sometimes I make these videos and I think I've got a bit of biscuit or something in my beard, and I realise it's just another grey hair. So yeah, there you go. Hello. See, my hand. My hand, see the difference in colour? My hand, all around there. It's actually yellow. My hand is actually yellow. Isn't that weird? It's like I've even bruised the wrist as well, which doesn't really make sense. Well, I can't actually do a fist, but yeah, so that's isn't it lovely? So hello. Yesterday I got Andre out and he was kind of playing around and stuff, and wiggling about, but he is fast asleep, and he really is only waking up to do a poo and then go back to sleep. I think yesterday he was annoyed with me because I washed his bag, the bag he likes to sleep in, excuse me, and I tidied the place up and put his toys all, tidy. I think he was a bit upset with me, but took him out for a long walk today and he's good as gold. So he's quite happy, contented. I got my light back. I was lending a neighbour my light. I've got a big stand-up light thing which is really bright, so now the picture's a bit better, a bit brighter, it's less fuzzy, which is good. So, well, not so good because you can see me better, which is possibly not a good thing, innit? I actually filmed Andre earlier. It's a weird thing. I've got some. If you look back to what happened with my hand, you'll know that I needed some light bulbs. So I ordered them and they came today. And they were packaged. This isn't as boring a story as it sounds like it's going to be. Oh my God, he's talking about light bulbs. Yeah, well, the packaging it came in. Oh my God, he's talking about the packaging the light bulbs came in. That's even more boring than the actual light bulbs. No, just listen, it's fine. And it's bubble wrap. So I put it on the floor. I know that Andre was still asleep in his cage. The doors were open, but he's just having a lie in. I knew that as soon as he woke up, he'd go straight for the bubble wrap because he loves that stuff. I didn't know that he was gonna grab my old slipper or his girlfriend and run to the bubble wrap and start having sex with it, which is what he did. Started shagging the bubble wrap. So I thought, I'll film it. I don't know why, I just love seeing him doing things. It makes me laugh, I don't know. It's all the different positions. I mean, he puts the joy of sex to shame, seriously. He could write his own book. It's so many different positions. Anyway, I set the camera up, I put it on a tripod like this, on the stand, and I just stayed back here and filmed him. Because usually when I put the camera close to him, he's camera shy and he runs away. He doesn't like being filmed. So I just filmed him and it was funny to watch. I think I was filming for about 10 minutes, maybe less. So I just stayed behind my desk and I'm just on the computer, but I'm like watching him. And he starts screaming. And I'm like, oh my God. And his willy was caught in the plastic. So I run over, I grab him. It happens sometimes, he gets it caught in stuff. Um, Whenever he does get it caught in something, I take that thing away. But it's really hard to stop him from, because he shag anything. You know, anything. A barbed wire fence, he would try and shag it. He can't help himself. Um, if the Queen visited, I'm just saying, he really. Anyway, he was caught, so I had to hold him, and I can't put him away because that could like do damage to him. So I have to wait and hold him, and he struggles because he doesn't like being held like that. But I have to hold him until his willy goes back inside his body, and then the plastic or whatever is attached to him just falls away. You know, comes away. And he was screaming, so he stopped screaming once I held him, and eventually it went away, and I chucked the plastic away. But it ruined the video. It really ruined the video. So I wanted to upload it today as part of this Jason Chats vlog, but it's going to entail editing it, and I suppose I could, but I can't be bothered. It's terrible, isn't it? I just can't be asked. So maybe another time. So today I've been mainly today. I woke up at 10 and had my breakfast. About an hour later, after I'd had my tablet because I got a stomach, I got acid reflux, so I have to have a tablet before eating for an hour in the mornings. And after I'd had my breakfast, a cup of coffee, I just felt tired. I wanted to go back to sleep, but I didn't. I refrained from doing that, and I've been focusing really on a couple of things. First of all, uploading the Hypnotic Buffet number 14 that I recorded last night, because the internet I've got is so temperamental, it wouldn't upload it. But this morning, I uploaded it straight away. So, but next time I won't record it that way. I'll go back to recording it with a recording studio, not using the app. Then I had to upload the Jason Chat video from last night, because that wouldn't upload either last night. So that took a while to get all that sorted and sharing those on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. Then, and I don't know why, I started uploading more of my sleep hypnosis sessions onto my new YouTube channel. I've got two YouTube channels. One is for the hypnosis, but I'm only going to put sleep hypnosis sessions on there, and another one which is for the Jason Chats. So all my Jason Chats vlogs are on there. So if you go to YouTube and put Jason Chats, I'm guessing you'd come up with my stuff, all the videos that I've put on there so far. But of course you can go to JasonChats.com, and that's the website. And I had this thing, I thought, you know what? I'm doing all this stuff. I'm trying to get everything organised, trying to get everything sort of neatly put together, so that I can produce new material, so I can record new sessions. And I thought, well, you know what? I've stuck to my Hypnotic Buffet every Monday. I've been making these Jason Chats every day. For some reason I'm still doing these, so I am sticking to a kind of routine, which I'm fairly pleased about. And I thought, you know, why not introduce another routine and start making more sleep sessions. And there's a few reasons why I thought about that. I thought, well, I'd like to make more sleep hypnosis sessions anyway, because that sounds like just a good thing to be doing. Also, I like the idea of uploading more regular videos to YouTube, more regular sleep sessions. Did I say relaxation? I said sleep earlier. Anyway, sleep I'm talking about. I'm a bit tired, sorry. To my main, SoundCloud and iTunes channel, podcast. And also the sleep sessions are the ones that have always been the most successful, or the most appreciated or liked, or whatever you want to call it. So I thought, yeah, maybe that's what I'll start doing. So I've got my recording studio things set up in the bedroom, and I made a sleep hypnosis session today, or a sleep session. It's called Let Me Bore You to Sleep number 1, and possibly tomorrow I may record Let Me Bore You to Sleep number 2. So they're recorded on the audio. I suppose I could make them as a video. There's not really any reason why I shouldn't. Maybe I could. Maybe I just make it like this. But I think with the sleep sessions, I like to lay down, and I do find myself drifting off to sleep when I'm actually recording them. And also, when people are listening to my sessions, you don't need to see me. It's just me talking. Especially if you're, trying to go to sleep. But anyway, so I did my first sleep session for a while, and I might do another one tomorrow. I might do another one the day after, and the day after that. I may do one every day. So we'll see. Something else I thought about doing is, so I used to, a while back, I used to do an audio session which was called Life of a Bipolar Hypnotist. And it was an audio blog, it wasn't a vlog. So some of them were vlogs, but mainly it started off, I think, really as an audio, where I would record first thing in the morning, and it would be my first thoughts of the day. I'd talk about dreams that I'd just had during the night. I'd talk about how I was feeling, and it would be very, stream of consciousness, whatever you want to call it, just whatever was going on in my mind, I'd just talk about it and discuss it. Which is kind of like the hypnotic buffet. But this was every day, every morning. It's also kind of like a JasonChats, but not a video. It's kind of, I don't know. It seems like a lot, and also, do I need to really do any more? It's just, there's that hour between when I wake up and I eat. And it's an hour that I can use for something specific. And it might sound weird, but there's a period, when I first wake up, my sense of humour is different to how it is the rest of the time. there's something about just waking up. I think I'm a bit drier. I think I'm a bit, I don't know what it is. There's, I feel I've got more of a gallows humour kind of thing going on there. So we'll see. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I'm going to stick to doing hypnotic buffets, even though maybe that could do with a little bit of planning, a little bit of preparation on what I'm going to talk about. I think with the hypnotic buffets, they're going to evolve. They're going to become something hopefully better than what they are. They'll grow as hopefully I grow-ish. Although I think I'm regressing in some ways, but hey, I don't mind. The other thing, I'm going to see my niece soon, my new niece that's only just over a week old, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. So that'll be good. It's a helicopter, police helicopter probably. Other than that, oh, the other thing, okay, so I've been uploading my videos to YouTube, and the process is basically I'm downloading them from Vimeo, then uploading them to YouTube, so it's a whole process going on, which takes quite a lot of time, and some of the files are very big, so they take quite a while to upload. And so far, if I have a quick look, wait, 2 seconds. I've got 2 subscribers already. Yay! Okay, 93 views. It's not bad. I've only had the channel for a couple of days, and 44 videos so far that I've found. Quite a few of my insomnia sessions or sleep sessions are actually, I've got them as audio only and they're not as a video, or maybe I used to have them as a video but I lost them when I've lost some YouTube channels. So I need to turn the audio into a video, and there's probably about 20 of those, I think, probably, that I need to do that too. And I've got another 2 or 3, maybe 4 to upload, no, probably about 2 or 3 to upload that are already videos. So it's going okay, it's all alright, and I've had a couple of weird comments. I had a nice comment from someone saying, let me just read them to you. Okay. This one says, if this channel were actually Jason Newland's comeback, that would make my day. Sadly, I doubt that he and YouTube are ever going to settle their beef. But we have. Well, I've just kind of moved on, and that was from Mac from Camp MC. Thank you, Mac from Camp MC. I need to put a little comment or reply on that one. I did open the channel on the 19th of March, but I just only uploaded 1 video, so I've only been uploading the rest of the videos the last 2 days. And I had a comment, I had 3 messages today, exactly the same message saying, fantastic video, keep it up, would you like to be YouTube friends? So, but that's, one was 10 hours ago, the other was like 15 minutes later, and the other one was 5 hours ago on a different video. That was from someone called Traptown on YouTube. I had a message 2 hours ago from someone called Franco Della Mia. That's Della with a hyphen or dash Mia. Commented, Pauvre fou. Probably pronounced that incorrectly. Didn't know what it meant because I'm not Chinese. Turns out it's French. So Chinese has got anything to do with it. Anyway, I went into Google Translate and it basically says you fool or you're foolish, something like that. And that was on a video which was part of a sleep hypnosis course I did last year, about this time last year, no, probably about January, February time. And they were some of my best work actually, I'd say. So I don't really know what that man or woman's problem is. So what's weird, I thought it was like going to be someone that hates hypnosis. So I went to their channel, their YouTube channel. It looks like they're actually a fan of hypnosis, so they clearly just don't like me. I think what it is sometimes is not everybody, or okay, I'm gonna have to see how I can phrase this so it doesn't sound like I'm being rude to wankers. Some people think that hypnosis really is the show stuff, like that's all it is rather. That's saying something to someone on a stage and causing them to collapse unconscious, or by doing something in the street and tapping them and grabbing their neck and getting them to fall down. I actually know how to do that stuff. I don't want to do that stuff, but I know how it's done. And this isn't that. This is something different. This is me talking on a video. I don't know why you know this obviously because you're seeing it, but what I do on my hypnosis videos is very different to what I would do with somebody if they was in the room with me. And I have done hypnosis with people in the room with me. It's not like I've never done it. I have. I started doing that, 20 years ago nearly. So I've been involved in hypnosis for 20 years now. So I'm not, I do know my stuff. I'm no expert on anything. I'm no teacher. I don't teach people how to do this stuff. All I can do is do my version of that. I think of it like art. I've learnt about art. If this was art, I would have gone to, bought books about art, books about how to draw, how to paint, maybe the history of art, and studied other people's work and watched other people at work and read other people's opinions and life experiences as an artist, all that stuff. But ultimately my art is going to be personal. I'm going to be producing something very unique for me. And not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to look at a painting and think, oh yeah. Not everyone's going to have that excitement. Not everybody's, some people will be disgusted, some people will be offended, some people will feel spiritually nourished. It's going to be different for everyone. So this is kind of what I'm doing. This is, in some ways, I've maybe tailored what I do to suit me, in a sense, how I am as a person, maybe how I talk. I am a slow talker, not always a slow talker, but generally talking slowly and fairly precisely, I hope, is something that I would do naturally, more so on a video than maybe in person. And I try to reach a wider audience. And, you know, who is it? I forget who it was who said that. There was someone I watched, I think it was an interview with them, and they said the good thing about the internet is, I think maybe they were a teacher or there was something, so they could be, or something, but they could be in a room and teach 20 people in a classroom, or they could go online and teach 20,000 or 20 million, you know, it depends on what numbers of people watch. And I've always kind of felt that way, is I can be in a room with one person and help them, which is brilliant. And in some ways I don't really feel the confidence to do that anymore, but I did. I qualified as a counsellor as well as a therapist and hypnotist and all that stuff, NLP, master practitioner. So, and I have done that in person with people many times. But now, and well, the last 12 years, but I've also done it with people in the last 12 years, but especially now it's online, solely online. Although I do the odd live broadcast where I interact with people. Which brings me, I need to sort of start organising that. So if you're interested in that, I know there's a crossover. Some people that watch the JasonChat videos got no interest maybe in hypnosis or any of that stuff. But if you are, just let me know what kind of a good time to do that. I could potentially broadcast on YouTube, or there's other ways. I've got Spreaker, which I'm thinking of doing a live broadcast on there. Because that's what I'm paying. I'm paying for that service, so I should be using it really. So the idea of reaching a larger audience, but the downside of that, the problem, advert, will I get any paid for it? No. And by the way, if you can send me all your personal details about yourself, your family, friends, job history, all that stuff. I'm thinking of opening my own social network website, so it'd be good to get a head start, you know. So I was thinking, yeah, what I'm saying is the problem with doing something online is I've got to try and cater for whoever is watching or listening. With the JasonChats, with the hypnotic buffet, it don't really matter, because you either like it or you don't like it. It's whatever. It is what it is. But with the hypnosis sessions, I have to be as vague as possible in order to try to embrace and include as many people as possible. So it's about inclusion, not exclusion. And if I start talking about paddling in the sea, or swimming in a swimming pool, or sitting on a mountain top, or laying in the bath even, it could be a trigger. Some people are afraid of water. Some people would be scared of being in a bath and drowning because they're unconscious, or you know, that kind of stuff. So I might have a fear of sharks and they won't go near the ocean. It's various, or being on a mountain, maybe they're scared of birds shitting on them. Who knows? But the whole thing, or goats, they might be scared of, not goats shitting on them, but they might be scared of goats, because goats might be there. Anyway, I try and do vagueness, try and do it so I know that talking about going into the countryside with the trees and noticing the smell of the air and the smell of the flowers and the breeze and all that stuff is brilliant for those that like that. But for those that don't like that, it's excluding them from being able to listen to my stuff. So I try and be vague in that way. Also, the vagueness is sometimes I'm very unblatant. I'm probably the least blatant hypnotist in a sense of, I think people could gain by just listening to my sessions, but not necessarily. I'm trying to explain this, but for me, what it's about whatever somebody's issues are that they have, that they can listen to pretty much any of my hypnosis stuff, any of my audios, videos, whatever, and may benefit from that session in a way that could help them with their issue, whatever it is. And I don't mean watching a nail biting hypnosis session if someone's maybe got an issue with a phobia of dogs or something, because that's two completely different things, perhaps. But listen to a relaxation session for someone who's got a phobia can only help. You know, and there's always, not always, but quite often there's a sense of relaxation included in hypnosis. But you don't need to be relaxed for hypnosis to work. It's about using your own personality, I think, with hypnosis. Or with whatever you do, if you're a counsellor, hypnotist, if you work work in a fire department, or you work on a checkout in a supermarket, or you're a dustman, or deliver milk, or I'm just going to go through every single job there is. The point is, goat herder, mountaineer, shark keeper. I'm just saying, whatever job you do, you kind of put your own personality into it. And if you're not able to do that, I think it stunts the person's, first of all, it stunts the person's enjoyment of that job. And maybe they won't want to go to work and they'll want to leave and do something different. But I think it would perhaps stunt the being as good as you can be, or to bring out the creativity. And I've been in a lot of jobs in the past, I've had a lot of jobs where creativity was the last thing that was required or even accepted. And it's a shame, because I believe everybody is creative. I believe I'm creative, but it's not because I think that I'm special. I just think that everybody is creative. Everybody has something that they're good at. Not just good at, but brilliant at. That they love. That they really absolutely love doing. And I just think it's a shame that there may be quite a few people out there that don't know what it is that they're good at, or they're not aware of it, or they've not looked for it, or they've not had the opportunity, or they don't feel they've had the opportunity to find that thing that they absolutely adore doing. Or maybe, as in my case when I was younger, and it's still, some of it trickles down still, it still lingers, is the lack of, lack of self-belief. myself. Well, obviously self-belief is in yourself, isn't it? So a lack of self-belief, I think with a lack of self-belief then comes a lack of motivation, because how can you be motivated towards something that you don't believe in? Well, that was clever. You know? So a lack of self-belief leads to a lack of motivation. And this should be what I'm talking about with my hypnotic buffet. So I might do that next Monday. I'll probably forget though. So I didn't believe in myself. I thought that I was stupid and thick and an idiot. That's what I was told many, many times. That's how I was treated by the teachers at school. That's probably, I'm guessing, how I acted, how I behaved towards those teachers and maybe towards other people. And I didn't realise until, I'm not sure if I still believe it, there's still doubts there. But I know now that remembering facts doesn't mean, or if someone doesn't remember facts, doesn't mean that they're not intelligent. That's not a sign of intelligence, that's a sign of a good memory. You know, doesn't mean they're not intelligent, they can still be intelligent. It's, you know, understanding what those facts are, connecting them, and, you know, so there's, but for me it's more about, I like the idea of being knowledgeable about less, but have a deeper knowledge of that thing, whatever it is, that subject. So I'd rather be knowledgeable, have a lot of knowledge about, for example, hypnosis, and have a deeper knowledge of that, a 20-year knowledge built on reading, studying and watching videos, making videos, you know, and all the stuff that I've done, training and things I've done. I'd rather have that 20-year knowledge and that deep, deep well of experience and knowledge than know about lots of different things, but just have a kind of a mild interest, because I don't do mild interest. I struggle with that. I'm either really interested in something or I'm not. And my list of things I'm interested in is it's not a huge amount, if I'm honest. Hypnosis, counselling, anything kind of within the therapy, psychotherapy, talking therapy spectre, like, psychology, how the mind works, things like that, neuropsychology or neurophysics, I don't know, whatever it's called, all those things. And I would class Buddhism within that as well. I think the crossover is mindfulness, because hypnosis, relaxation, the brain, psychotherapy is all to do with the brain and mindfulness. And Buddhism is very much to do with the brain, about calming the mind and dealing with the mind. So those are the things I'm interested in. Things in the past I was interested in, philosophy, poetry. Again, I class that all as the same thing. I class it all fits together. I would love, 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 love to be a mathematics genius, to be absolutely fascinated with maths and numbers, and to be able to get in touch with the importance of numbers. And it is so important. Without maths, where would we be? It's so important for biology, for curing diseases, all these different calculations and different things. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just, I know how it's really, really important. Without it, we wouldn't have planes flying, we wouldn't have rockets in the sky, not ones with bombs, but spaceships. And so I understand that's really important. Going back to even navigation times to explore other parts of the world with shipping and on big ships, and mathematics for working out the distances between the stars and all that stuff. I've got no interest in it. Zero interest in maths, and my mathematic knowledge is very, very basic. And I don't care. I used to care, used to bother me, used to hate the idea that I was thick and I could never be any good at maths, and it was just like a curse or something, or a punishment. I can do other things, I'm no good at heart surgery. I'm never going to be any good at heart surgery. It's never going to affect my life. I'm never going to need to do heart surgery, because I could read all the books in the world and know everything about heart surgery. But unless I'm trained as a doctor, the second I open someone's chest up and start playing around with their heart, I'm in trouble, even if I save their life. So I guess, it's just a guess, I don't know if anyone's ever done that. But I don't want to, to me that would be pointless, to study something that I don't do. So I studied counselling, I did counselling. Okay, I don't do counselling anymore, not in its traditional form of being face to face with somebody, although I do try and help people sometimes, and I try to incorporate the counselling therapy side of things within some of the sessions that I do online, the audios and videos. So that's what I was able to find something, and for me that's my train spotting. To find something, train spotters, and I'm not picking on train spotters, it's really an admiration for anybody that can find something that they love doing. That's why I don't like, really, I suppose sometimes I might flippantly criticise people, but I don't really mean it. I don't feel critical towards a football fan or a rugby fan, someone that likes to watch tennis, but they love it, and absolutely adore it, not just as a fan, but like an absolute super fan. Or somebody that collects stamps, or football cards, or baseball cards, maybe in America. Somebody that, whatever it is, something that they love doing is amazing to have that, because that motivates that person to get out of bed. It gives that person something to look forward to. So they might be in a job that may be quite difficult, yet they can think about Saturday morning when they can go fishing, or go standing on the platform at a train station with their friends, drinking coffee out of a flask and taking pictures or videoing the trains as they come in. They've got something to look forward to, something that is theirs and that is personal and something they love, instead of connecting that passion towards a human being like a baby that will one day go off. What do you do if you devote your whole all your attention towards, and you don't have a hobby or anything, but everything's about your child. Child's going to get older, going to want to spend time with their own friends, not going to want to spend time with you. Just it's a natural growing up thing. What do you do then? So we all need that thing that we love doing. That's what I think. And I found what I do, and the additional thing, which is something that I struggled with for years and years and years, is whenever I went through periods when I spent years and years doing something that I absolutely loved, and then I kind of fell out of love with it. And that gap between doing that and then doing nothing was very, very, very lonely emotionally, very emotionally lonely period. And I was directionless. And even though, so I stopped doing comedy. I used to do comedy, wasn't particularly good at it. I had some good nights, but it wasn't, I was never gonna, was it the only way I'm gonna set the stage on fire was with gasoline. Basically, I was never gonna make it onto television, perhaps. So I stopped doing that in 1998. But I kind of wound it down for a couple of years before that, and I really, really felt empty. Really feeling like I didn't have anything to replace it, didn't have anything to get out of bed for. But then 2008, January, got my first 2 hypnosis books, and since then, 1998, sorry, not 2008, 1998. But even then, I didn't start doing the hypnosis stuff online until 2006. So it was 8 years of studying and reading and all that stuff before I actually did anything with it. I did see some people, I did do hypnosis with some people before that, but having something to focus on. So when I get depressed, when I get low, whatever, I've always got this, my foundation. I've always got something it's like I wouldn't call it a safety net, because it doesn't feel safe, but it's a net. It's something, and as I'm falling, I see signs that remind me, and I think when I get crappy messages like calling me a fool and stuff like that, and I've had a few messages, but also I've had some really lovely messages as well. The lovely messages remind me that I'm doing something good, that it is worthwhile. The nasty messages remind me that I can't please everybody. Some people are not going to like what I do, but I'm not here to please everyone. And I don't want to please everyone. There's no point. I don't know, there must be something, like some food that pretty much anyone can eat. Like a bit of bread or a cracker. We could all eat a cracker. Unless you've got a wheat intolerance, but generally, it's bland. I don't want to be a cracker. I want to be a prune. I don't want to be a prune. Why did I say prune? Nature's laxative. Anyway, I'm going to go. Andre's just come back to do a poo. Are you going to come say hello, Andre? No, he's been there too long. He's done a poo, and he's going to wipe his bum on the carpet. Yeah, that's what he's done. You'd come and say hello? Oh, now he's licking his bum. Yeah, that's nice. Andre, you come and say hello? Come on. Hey. Come on. Come say hello. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? He knows my tricks and he didn't want to get up. Oh well. I don't want to force him to get up. He's gone back to sleep. So I'll just leave him. So that's it. I've bobbled on for a little bit longer than normal. It's 12:12, so it's 12 minutes past midnight. It's so strange. I was feeling a bit crappy earlier before I started recording this. And now I feel a bit better. It's weird. So maybe I will just continue doing these. It's just really hard when I start getting. Well, I've had no views. I've got a YouTube channel with my JasonChats. I've mentioned it earlier. I had no views at all because all the videos on my JasonChats.com are from Vimeo. They're all on Vimeo. So I pay £200 a year for my Vimeo channel, and I can upload 20 gigabytes a week. So I'm gonna just make use of that, really. At least then they're safe. They're all, they're there forever as long as I pay the £200 a year. So if you want to watch me on YouTube, just stick in JasonChats. It's one word. If you want to watch my hypnosis stuff, you just put my name in, Jason Newland, into YouTube, and my hypnosis. Some of my hypnosis videos on other people's channels, they've put my stuff on their channels, which I'm fine with. You can do what you want, share my videos around, but you'll see that there's a channel with 40 plus sleep hypnosis sessions. Some of it's among my best work. So if you think that's crap, then you probably won't like any of the other stuff either, because it gets worse from there. Right, I'm going to go. I wish you all well, happiness, safety, and that's it. I'll see you next time. I'll probably be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Also, you can visit my website, jasonnewland.com, where all my stuff is. But there you go. I'm going to go. See ya.